Hello everyone, welcome to the next video of data structure. In this video, we will learn one of the interesting sorting mechanism known as heap sort. Before we'll start, let us know why you actually we are going to learn heap sort. Like in merge sort, we have to use some extra space for sorting mechanism. Here we are not doing that. That's why this is known as your in place sorting algorithm. That means wherever the value is present, we'll do the sorting in that place only. Second thing, it follows the principle of complete binary tree to satisfy heap properties. Why this is known as complete binary tree? What is the meaning of heap property that we will discuss in this video. But to sort an array or to sort some values by using heap sort, you have to go for the concept of two different types of heaps. Okay, one is known as your max heap, second one is known as your min heap. So through this video we'll come across max heap property, and it is a task for everyone that you can go for the concept of min heap. What is actually max heap? Now in a tree there will be nodes which is known as your parent node and one is your child node. So the max simplify property says that the parent node value must be greater than equal to the child node value. Okay. So how actually it is satisfying? Let us see. So these are some values. We have to apply heap sort to these values. Okay. So 50, 30, 80, 60, 90 and 45. Okay. So let us do it step by step. Okay. So in step one, what actually we are going to do? We have to build one tree known as a heap tree. So what is heap tree? So first of all, what are the values you are going to sort? 50, 30, 80, 60, 90 and less 45. Okay. So how you will build this particular heap tree? Now in step one, the first value will be considered as the root node. Okay. The next value 30 will be the left child, 80 will be the right child. Okay. 60 will be the left child of 30 and then 90 will be the right child of 30. Then 45 will be the left child of 80. Okay. So what does it mean? Okay. So the meaning says that first value, whatever is present in the array, you consider it as the root element. Then as it is considered as a binary tree, that means the node will have maximum two children, one left child, one is your right child. So sequentially, the values are present in array. The same sequence you have to assign the values to the node. That means first of all you have to assign to the left child, then you have to assign to right child. That means you are making every node as a complete binary tree. How complete? Because one node will have maximum two children, left and right. Once 50 will become complete, then only you can assign the value to 30. Then what you are doing? You are assigning left of 30, then right of 30. Once 30 is complete, then only you can think of for the next parent, that is 80, where you are assigning the value to the left of 80. If we will have some more values, then definitely it will go to the right of 80. Okay. So you are trying to make the tree a strictly binary tree, but we don't have values, so you are trying to make it complete, but it is not complete. Okay. So sometimes it is also known as, in few sites they used to use the word almost complete binary tree, but actually heaps tree follows complete binary tree principle. That means every node you are trying to make it complete, then only you are giving the chance to the next node. Okay. So as per the concept, what actually you are doing, now from root to the last node, you are following the principle of complete binary tree. Okay. Now we have discussed that you will use a concept known as your max simplify. Max simplify means what? the parent must be greater than equal to the child. If not, then you have to swap the values. Okay, and this process you have to start from the last parent node. In our tree, what is the last parent node? Now you think, we have given the numbering. Suppose this is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, so total 6 number of elements are present in my array. I have constructed the heap tree by following the principle of complete binary tree. And here, if you will consider, you check 80 is my last parent node. Okay, so the max CP5 property will start from the last parent node, that is 80. And what principle you are applying? The parent node value must be greater than equal to the child node. You check 80 is greater than equal to 45. True. That means this parent node or 80 node is following the principle of max CP5. We don't have any problem. Then what we'll do? We'll go to the previous parent node. That means 30. You check 30, 60, and 90. The parent node is 30, but child node is having 90. That means parent node is not greater than or equal to the child node. So what we need to do here? We have to swap the value of this parent and child. Okay. So in step 2, what we are doing? We are reconstructing the tree 50. Now check 90 will come to the place of 30, 60 will be at the left, 30 will come to the place of 90, 80, and 45. Okay. Now do the numbering once again. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now check the node number 1, which was previously 30 and not following the principle of maxify. Now it is following the principle of maxify. Once 1 is over, again you will come to the previous node. What is the previous node? Previous node is 50. Now check 50, 90, 80. So obviously 50 is not greater than equal to 90. So who is the highest one? Largest one? 90. So 50 will be swapped with 90. Okay. Now in the next step, 90 will come to the place of 50. 50 will come here. 60, 30, 80, and 45. Okay. Now do the numbering. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Now just check here. Whenever you have applied the max CP5 property to the root node or the node number 0, now 90 has come here. So that means 90 is now greater than the children node. Okay. But one problem is here. What is that? Now whenever 90 was at node number 1, it was following the principle of max CP5, like it is greater than its children node. But once 50 has come, okay, so again it is violating the principle of max CP5. That means it is now not greater than equal to its children node. Understood? Once again, we have tried to make or apply the max CP5 property from the last parent node to the root node, and we have done to node number 2, node number 1, and then we have applied to node number 0. Whenever node number 0 has got its larger node, then the node number 0, which was previously 50, will come to the place of one node. Now previously whenever 90 was there, it was following the principle of max CP5, but now when 50 has come, it is violating the rule. So that means after a single swap operation, don't stop. Okay, the node which will come to the child node, again it needs to be compared with the next neighbor children, like 50, 60, and 30 will be compared. Now check, 60 is greater, that means the child node is greater, which is not allowed in max CP5. So again you have to swap 50 and 60. Okay, so in some of the cases, after making the swap operation, it is not fixed कि your work is over. Okay, so you have to check with the next level of children node. Clear? So 90, then 60, then 50, then 30. Similarly, here it is 80 and 45. Okay. Now, if you will do the numbering 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay. Now, you have started from node number 2, that is the last parent node, to the root node. Now, all the nodes are following the principle of max simplify. Okay. So, that means the root node is the largest node in the entire tree. Clear? So, what we need to do, we have to swap. Okay. We have to swap the first node with the last node. Okay. That means what will be my resultant? My resultant will become 45, then 60, then 50, 30, 80, and then 90. So that means I am making the swap operation between the root node and the last node. Okay. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Clear? Now what happened here? The largest node has come to its original position, that is the last position in the array. Okay. So applying max simplify property completely from the last parent node to the root node, will get the largest node in the root. But the largest node must be present at the last index of the array. So we have to swap the root element with the last element. So 90 has come to its original position. Okay. Before starting this sorting operation, if someone will ask you what is the size of the heap, it's the total number of elements like 6. Okay. But here, after sorting one element, that is my last element, I have to apply max simplify property again. But here I have to consider the size as 5 because one element is already sorted. Clear? So by applying a single round of iteration, 90 become the sorted element. Okay. But the problem what arises, whenever you have swapped the root node with the last element, now the root node is not following the principle of max simplify. So what you need to do, you have to apply max simplify property to the root node. That means to 45. Okay. Now if I'll apply max simplify to the root number 0. Okay. Now what will happen? Again you have to apply it step by step, but with one less size of the array. Okay. How? Let us see. So here it was 45, then 60 in the left hand side, mostly it was 80, 80, then 50, then 30. Okay. So it is 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Done. So to whom we will apply max simplify? We will apply to the root. Okay. So once we'll apply max simplify to the root, now check here 45, 60, 80. Who is larger? 80. So 80 will be swapped with 40. So what we'll get here? Simple, like the other operations we have done. So it's like 80, then 60, then 45, then here it is 50, here it is 30. Okay. Now if I'll do the numbering once again, is 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Done. After applying the max simplify property to the root, now you check again the largest element has come to the root, but its position is last at the index. So what we need to do, the same principle you have to apply. You have to swap with the last element of the array. Clear? So after swapping, what values you are getting? You are getting 30, 60, then 45, 50, and then 80. So 0, 1, 2. So what happened here? The second largest element had come to its original position. That means one more element got sorted after 90. Okay. So previously 90 was sorted, then 80 is also being sorted. Currently what we will do? Again we will apply the same principle, size equal to size minus 1. So now the total element was 5, currently it will become 4. That means we will not consider 80 in the next iteration. Clear? Again what you need to do? You have to apply max shape property to the root node. Okay. So if we'll consider 30, 60, 45 and then 50. Okay. So you are applying max shift property here. Okay. So once you will apply max shift property, what you will get? The 30 will be swapped with the larger element. So 60 and 30 will be swapped. Whenever 30 will come here, you check 30 is not following the principle of max shift property. So again, it will be swapped with the next level element. Okay. So finally, what actually you are getting? 60, 50, then 30, and then 45. Okay. Now say the next largest element has come to the root node. So what you need to do? You have to swap with the last element. So what you will get? You will get 30, 50, 60, and then 45. If you will think 60 has come to its original position after sorting, that means 60 will come to the position. Okay. So in this way, after every iteration, you will get one sorted value in the heap sort. Okay. And finally, the last element which will be at the root, no need to apply any sorting mechanism because that will be by default the sorted element and it will be in the first position. Okay. So heap sort is completely one simple algorithm. Okay. What you need to do? Either you have to apply max simplify where the parent node value will be greater than equal to the child node. Okay. So if not, then swap the parent and child. After completing from the last parent to the root element, you will get the largest element at the root. Okay. Then you swap last element with the root element. Okay. So you'll get the one element sorted. Clear? After that, again apply max heap to the root. This is what the principle of heap sort. Okay. So this will give a clear picture ki how actually this heap sort works. Okay. So heap sort is completely based on the principle of creating the heap tree. Okay. And once heap tree you are constructing, after constructing the heap tree, you will apply this what? Max CP5 property. Okay. After applying the max CP property, definitely you will get the largest element in the root and then the swapping process will start. Okay. So this is completely a simple heap sort mechanism where you have to apply the mean heap property. As I have told you, you have to apply the mean heap property where the parent node will be less than the child node. Clear? And you have to do the swapping like we have done in our problem. Okay. Hope you have understood everything in this video and thank you for watching this video.